So pro tip, if you're going to be using alcohol and you've got a little bitty cut on your finger like I do here, you might want to put a band-aid on because that sucked. Welcome back to the channel, 10211 Dodge Viper, and this is the interior of my RT10 1999 model. And one thing I've been meaning to fix since I got it is this right here. The whoever had it before me at some point in its life had painted this silver, presumably to match the silver paint on the car. But I don't really like it. That's not my preference. I'd like it to be all black because the dash on this thing actually looks really nice. I do have one little crack up here I need to address in the future, but for the most part it's aged really well considering it's 20 years old. But this right here, the silver, to me just doesn't look very good. And then of course if you get really close you can see it's just not a very good paint job. It's kind of bubbly and it's really dirty right in here, and it really detracts from the interior. So we're gonna pop this out and I'm gonna sand it and paint it black with some like textured style dash paint, so it'll make it match the rest of the material that's on here. This is hard plastic. It's totally different than what this is. But we're going to get it looking good, I think, and it'll rejuvenate the inside, make it look really nice. Okay, to get this off, there's going to be some clips. There's, I think, some clips down here and some Velcro. And then there's some clips that are going to be behind this and maybe this area right here. So let's just give it a gentle tug. Let's see, from the top first. There we go. I can feel those clips. And there's those, and let's see. Yeah, we got, okay, I guess these clips are going to be in the middle. So that's it. Now we got to unplug the window control units. Okay, and cigarette lighter, and it's out of the car. Okay, now that we got it out, you got to take out this cigarette lighter, which goes in here, and your two switches, which of course go in here. The switches are pretty easy to figure out. They're just tucked up in there with two screws. You undo the screws, they come right out. This cigarette lighter, if you look up under here on the very back, there is a 1/4 inch nut back there. And so the easiest way to do it is it'll look like this from the back, is just get you a little 1/4 inch socket, undo this nut, and you'll pull it off, and then there'll be a washer and this little clip thing and another little, looks like a ceramic washer, and then another washer, but it loosens up the whole thing where you can pull it out because this thing is in there super tight. So undo this, and then when you take it out, put it back like it was, so you don't forget how everything goes back in which order, because that I will very easily do that and have to go back and watch this video. So I figured it's just as easy to put it right back and have it sitting here, so when I go to put it in, I'll know exactly where it goes. So back to this thing. Now that I have this taken out, I'm clear of this area. This side here, it's already black, and whoever painted this did a kind of a crappy job, got a little bit of overspray on here. It doesn't look terrible, and I'm gonna leave it because I really don't want to lose the icon here for the window switch. So I'm gonna just tape this area off, tape this other black area off, And when it's done, the rest of this will be black, and of course it'll blend in so it won't look too bad. So let's get started. Just FYI, this took 7 minutes to get this done right. Well, everything is taped off, and you can see if you look in here, whoever had painted it before went down into this little divot here with the gray. So I tried to leave me a black, just a hairline black line all the way around, so hopefully when I spray it with the black, it'll get rid of all the gray and just have a little bit of a bleed over that you won't even hopefully notice. And same with the where the window switches go. But look at this one more time, how nasty this is with the gray. It's just scratched up and dirty and just terrible looking. So we're gonna spend a little bit of time sanding it, and then we'll get after the paint. I'll show you guys what kind of paint I'll be using for the dash plate. I'm gonna start out with a 600 grit sandpaper and see if I can just knock this all down to where it's nice and smooth and clean and even. And then I'll go over it with some probably 1,000 or 2,000 and just try and get it smooth. We're not trying to get all the gray off, we just need to get it nice and smooth so it can accept our new paint that we're going to be putting on there. Let's see what happens.
Sand, 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 all day long. Sand, 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 while I sing this song.
Yeah, I know it's the same song from the wheel cleaning video, but it got a few thumbs up, so why not? I figured I'd try it again. Well, we've got it sanded down pretty decent. It's not perfect, but I'm not going to obsess over it because the stuff that we're using right here, it's a flexible coating, and it adds a little bit of texture to it. It's this SEM color coat I got off of Amazon, and I've used it before with really good results on the center console of the Corvette, so we're going to try it here on this. And I'm going to use, by the same company, the sand-free adhesion promoter. So I'm going to get this all cleaned up with some alcohol and get all dirt, dust, and all that stuff off of there. Then I'll take it out and put me a coat of this adhesion promoter on it, and then directly afterwards hit it with a coat of the top coat, the color coat. And then it says to allow, I think, 5 or 8 minutes or 5 to 10 minutes in between coats, and we'll see how many coats I need for it to give the coverage I want or for me to run out. So I've only got, it feels like, probably about this much left, so that should be enough to do our project, and we'll check back in a little bit. I'm not going to film the painting because I don't want to get paint overspray on my camera, but let's see how it goes. Well, we ran out of paint. It's empty, but we got it mostly done here. This is what it looks like afterwards. Nice and black, and kind of has a little rubbery texture to it. I went ahead and ordered me another can of the top coat because it had some marks in here in this little section. I don't know if it'll show up on there, but it didn't quite fill it in all the way, and this will fill that in if I had enough product to put over it. But I put several coats down here, and it was starting to work, but then I ran out. So when this is dried and cured, I'll put it back in the car and let it sit in there for a week or so until I get my other can back. I ordered it off of Amazon. It's about $20. And I've already done, this is my 3rd car I've used it on, so it's actually pretty handy. But anyway, that turned out pretty good. Next time you guys see it, I'll have it in the car and we'll see what it looks like, see what the difference is between the silver and the black. But it's not very hard to do, just sanding and painting. And now you know how to take this thing out if you didn't already. So, well, I've put everything back. The window switches all work, the cigarette lighter works, and I've got the paint on there. And I am going to have to go back after I get some more paint and clear in these like kind of divots or whatever. But for now, from a little bit away, it looks fine and looks really good black. I like it a lot better black than when it was silver. To me, the silver just and it maybe the silver would have been fine if it was done well, but for now I'm liking the black and I'm going to keep it. So when I get my new can in, I'll finish the project. It doesn't take any effort to get that out and spray it down a few times. So anyway, if you need to get your console out to refresh yours, that's how you do it, and that's the stuff that I used. Thanks for watching.